Man, it's bright out here. Alright, so I'm actually on the move today, which is, I haven't been doing recently, but I should. And I have an idea of where to go. It's different. It's new for the vlog. Sorry, I just have to make sure all my camera stuff is in here. Alright, yeah, it looks like it is. Let's get going, because I only have a limited amount of time. It's a little crooked, but I can't fix that, so I'll fix it in post, like that. There you go. But, there are two different places that I can go, as of right now. One is a park next to a school, and I don't know what hours the school is, so either I will not have to deal with children, or there will be children everywhere. So way back in the very beginnings of the vlog, I actually went here. It's not too far away, but since it is a work day, I'm gonna drive there. I hope that's okay. You know, gas prices increasing and all, but there's not much I could do about it. And last time I went, there was a guy who was just staring at me like real hard. So I kind of asked him what's going on. And he was just making some weird excuse like, oh yeah, I was just looking at your skateboard, bro. Like, no you weren't. But hey, it's whatever. Like, if you're trying to like suss me out for being like some weird guy who goes to a park when there's kids running around, yeah, I don't want to be there either. So, but it's kind of weird about it. And that was like a long time ago, like when we first moved in here. And one of the biggest problems that I've had in this area is actually trying to find spots to regularly train at that are not just concrete. Because, like, even in Arvada I had that issue. I kind of grew up on sand pits and wood chips, and that's kind of what I feel the most comfortable with. So there hasn't been any like good sand pits in the area. The only one that I know of that I've been to is just flat to sand, which is fine. Usually that would be totally fine. The flat part is kind of long into the sand, so you'd have to like jump kind of far into the sand, but it was okay. It's not like the sand pits that I grew up with, like Monaco, Adams City, Kearney. Those are all like schools basically, and those ones had like, there's something up with it. I don't know if it was like intentional or not, but there was like a little like lip that would be able to like it would be like a step up, and that's kind of how I got good at like better at doing flips and like learning how to block, is because that little lip was just enough to help send you up. It wouldn't like do everything for you, but it was definitely a lot more useful than flat and having to like reach really long. So this is the park to my right. It looks kind of packed, so I might have to go to the next spot, which apparently has a sand pit, but that photo was taken 5 years ago, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, there's just enough children for it to be uncomfortable. It does have an overlay, so if it does rain, or if it snows again for whatever reason, I think going over here would be a good spot. However, I do need to pull up my phone to find this other spot. It said it was only 5 minutes away, and that was from my house, so it should only be like a 2-minute drive away. So let's see. Still says 4 minutes away. Alright, so I have it pulled up here. But yeah, unfortunately, like the things that I've grown comfortable with, I'm gonna have to potentially soon leave behind. But I can't, like, my work schedule doesn't allow me to go to gyms. There's no step-ups. There used to be like a little alligator that I used to jump off of, and I was like way long ago. Again, one of those step-ups. I really do like step-ups because it teaches you how to block, and it gives you just a little bit more power so that maybe you could just focus on technique and not have to like go so hard on the power and throw yourself off. But it kind of is what it is. I've always thought about building like a little ramp kind of to be a step up, but I think with the I'd have to weigh it down a lot, because the other stuff I was talking about is like earth itself, or it's pulled into the ground. Like that alligator, we've been flipping off of that alligator for almost 10 years and it's still fine, because it's just a hunk of plastic, like a very hard plastic that's concreted into the ground. And that's pretty good. And I really want to get to a place that is closer to my house so I don't have to spend the entire day driving somewhere. Or like less than a 10 to 15 minute drive, because then that becomes 20 minutes, becomes 30 minutes out of my day, out of my session. So if I could find somewhere that's close, then I'll be super happy. But it's kind of weird in this area because it's luckily we got a very good deal, and it's 4 people renting this house all together. But it's one of those richer neighborhoods, and their parks are just so dull and boring, because why would they need parks if they could buy recreation passes to this little sports center, or just stay inside, have a trampoline, have a pool, have golf courses. There's a golf course just to my left, which have good sand pits, but sometimes you get kicked out. Back when I lived in the Parker or Centennial area, I used to train a little bit at the golf course sand pits. It wasn't too much of an issue, but it's always a risk. It was because it was next to a bus stop. So back in the day, I had nothing to do. Nothing at all. It was basically just wake up, train, go home, repeat, which was nice. And I think it's going to become like that again here soon, I hope. That's kind of what I'm hoping. And I'm really trying to push that that I have a prime left. I still have a lot to accomplish in my parkour career, even though, you know, parkour is not necessarily lucrative. It's something that I just want to do. So I do see the sand pit. That is pretty exciting. Maybe I could have parked over here, but this Jeep is riding my ass. I'm pretty sure you can see that. Calm down, fuck you. Cool, this looks like it might be a good sand pit. I think I missed the turn in for it to be. This says no parking here, so I might have to do 2 U-turns, which would be kind of strange, because I don't know how people will feel if I parked right here. Well, I guess there's no sign saying not to, but I would rather have my car close to me than kind of away from me. Just in case something does happen, I could be like, oh yeah, this is my car, sorry. So let's hit the U-turn again. Alright, so we were able to make it out here. I got the little sand pit. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't think I really need the jacket, but I'm out here with the little Ceremonic microphone, and I don't know where my normal microphone is, so just bear with any wind noise. But it seems to be actually pretty soft here, and like I was saying, there's like a little lip right here. So if I could get a good warm up, then this should be pretty fruitful. Which, thank God. because I'm losing my mind without these fucking sand pits, man. I'm telling you. But all right, I guess let's find a good way to warm up. So I'm actually just gonna warm up on these tables and see where that goes. I might keep trying to use my mount because my GoPro itself is starting to like die out, which is unfortunate. Like this isn't even flipped. It's just GoPro's just starting to give itself out. Awful. Okay. Alright, so part of getting the basics back is learning how to fucking safety? No. It's like a dash vault, but not really. So I'm gonna do it right over here. I don't know what's up. I think I'm not like holding enough with my left arm, but I don't know. I didn't even do those when I was doing just all vaults, so I don't know, it's kind of weird. So this place is kind of strange. I don't know how like good it actually is. I was looking at these two little like metal cube things, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe that'll be a good spot. But like everything in this fucking city, like I was telling you about, it like looks good at first, and then it ends up being just something awful. But I don't know. So I think I might just head to the sand pit because there's not too much here, unless I wanted to do like a pretty intense rail precision. It's not so intense, but from this little blue mushroom to that rail, it's just kind of small. And like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I think I'm gonna use those monkey bars to do like ab exercises because I think it'll be good for my back. And I haven't done that. I've been meaning to, but I just haven't. So, but I think I'm just gonna hit the sand pit. I want to try and make like a little routine that I do. That's pretty easy to do. Like, I think it was Kai Fleming did like 10 Websters, 10 side flips, 10 back flips, 10 A twists or something like that. And then I could push it further and further from there. But I think it might be like 5, 5, and 5. And then I'm gonna strengthen my abs and back and then start doing back flips. So I think that's kind of like the workout plan. So the little place I want to take off at is a little spiny little pine coney. And then there's like this giant hole. So I'm gonna go around and fix the sand and make it all smooth. It's all right, but not that great. All right, so I hate doing this. There's the sun, by the way. That's kind of weird, but I'm gonna put on my shoes because these little like sticks are really, really sharp. And I really don't like wearing shoes into the sand pit. Unless I have like Fayus, maybe. But I don't. I threw them away because they started developing a Lego layer because I used them in the ocean. Which, it is what it is. But I'm stretched, I'm ready. I'm going to put this camera down. No more talking. One. Four. 5. 5 Websters done.
think that's 5. Okay, I think that's 5. Oh. Ow. Alright, nah, that's too dangerous.